the star of Politically Incorrect, Bill Maher!
All righty, thank you very much. Let us meet our and I love this record, too. She used to work for Phil Graham. Now she's the driving force behind Parents Against Clinton. Cindy Mousteller. Cindy. Nice to see you again, Cindy. Oh, of course. His book is locked in the cabinet, now available in paperback at prices you can afford. The 22nd Secretary of Labor, Robert Reich. Mr. Secretary, always a pleasure. Thank you. He is on the cover. This is the album I just dropped on the floor, and I shouldn't, because, you know, when I was a kid, they called these records. However you put it out, this is a great one. He's on the cover of Rolling Stone. This is the bomb. Mechanical Animals, Marilyn Manson, right over here. Sarah? And she is an actress, model, and cultural icon. Her new syndicated action show is VIP. I was on it. Pamela Anderson Lee, right over here. Hello. I'm all right. How you doing? Welcome. Okay. Well, I want to get we have some crazy people here today, obviously. So take your shoes off.
Like on the Jerry Springer show, you
yeah.
were watching us throw it. So.
Anything else that feels good for you to take off, just go right ahead. I want everyone to be comfortable. I want to talk about this Ross Perot. He was on Larry King the other night, and he was talking about Clinton. And thank God Ross Perot finally came out on Clinton. And he came back and back and back to the subject of drugs. Let me quote. He said, talking about Clinton, he said, "We have got erratic behavior by the president. All right, either he's got mental troubles or he does something like take drugs to spin him out from time to time."
Viagra. That's
Viagra.
That's the problem. Clinton's been on Viagra all these years.
Because he's got an erection.
You know, Ross Perot he is a kook. He's a certified kook. He's a pleasant kook, but he's too short.
These boots maybe might.
You're right.
That's what he needs.
You know, Mr. Secretary, those boots on you, I think.
Would really give him
can I
a
ask you
platform.
a personal question?
Is it about drugs?
What planet are you from?
Oh.
No, that's not.
Come on.
You really
California. Could be any worse.
But it does sound like somebody's mom, you know, like, hey, he's acting weird. It must be drugs.
My parents have said about me all the time.
That you're on drugs?
My parents said about me, but it's absolutely true. Actually, when I was in high school, I used to steal my mom's diuretic pills, so like speed, you know.
Right.
I would sell them. I'd sell them at Christian school, and I got. That's one of the reasons.
Or you could.
But what is a drug? What is a drug? Seriously, how do we define? How do we define drugs?
Exactly.
It's a loose term. It's a loose term.
That's part of my point. Isn't everybody on a drug of some kind?
No.
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 You don't do caffeine. You never have a cup of coffee?
I generally drink decaf coffee, but I mean, I don't know if you'd call that a drug. You'd call that some type of stimulant.
Since people get buzzed, I would.
Sugar, I mean, fruit. Taking a fruit.
In our society, we no longer know any stimulant and any drug. I mean, the line between it is very, very blurred, isn't it?
Also, it's popular opinion. You know, something that was illegal years ago is legal now. You know, everyone believed the planet was flat, and now, you know, it's. You know, we have a different...
Cocaine used to be in Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
You know? Things... What?
That was the secret formula that was revealed?
That's called classic.
That had something to do with why that's why Michael Jackson's hair caught on fire, because he went against the drug gods of and he was burned. I stand by Coke, you know. In fact, my outfit is an homage to Coca-Cola.
It is great.
And cocaine as well.
That is a
combo.
So you think drugs cause Clinton's behavior? You think drugs cause Clinton's behavior?
Of course not. I'm saying Ross Perot is saying these things. Is there anyone who is more nuts than Ross Perot, and he's not on drugs? Doesn't that tell you something?
Wait a minute. Do you know he's not on drugs?
No, I don't. But from the way he spoke, he wanted Clinton to take an oath. And he said he would take the same oath and risk 20 years of jail, which is probably not a good idea. He said, you have to take responsibility for your own actions in a free society. Now, if it was truly a free society, Shouldn't we be able to do whatever as adults we want to do in our mind?
No, because because we don't live on an island. You were talking about libertarianism, and I think that would be great if you lived on an island. But the fact is that we live in a society, and choices that I make can impact you.
Can.
Yes, can.
Yeah, but I think that's the issue. If they don't, in other words, if it's really only you, if you are an adult and you are not in any way affecting anybody else by your decisions, shouldn't you be permitted to do what you want to do?
It depends on what it is.
Right. I thought that was going to be your line.
Well, I think drugs.
Mr.
I think drugs can also work as a bit of social Darwinism. It kind of weeds out a lot of people that abuse drugs make the people that use them look bad.
I've been.
And I try and look my best.
I want to be on a public service commercial making that point.
What is it that your mother thought you were on drugs for?
Oh, they always used to think I was on drugs. Anything I ever did, she's on drugs. I know she's on drugs. Carol, I know she's on drugs. Just, I don't know why.
But you never were.
No, not at that point. Not at that time.
Go on.
No, I mean, well.
Anything can control you. Drugs, that's the easiest thing. But television, the internet, religion, obviously.
Those things don't lower your resistances to doing bad things.
Sure they do.
I have friends that sit on the parole board.
Are you kidding? The internet?
Religion?
Well, no.
Religion. All the people that threaten me over religion.
Unless you move into, like, porn on the internet and things like that. But I'm saying
porn doesn't hurt you.
A drug could Now, there's I would really take issue with that.
How do you define drugs? Sarah, how do you define drugs?
I would kind of look to the law to give me some type of legal definition. And I think this whole thing's going to continue. And you take enough aspirin, and you take enough Tylenol, it's going to impact you. I think we should always look to consider, should it be revised?
We can't look. I mean, the law is what we create. The law is what we want. And the question is what we think should be the limit.
But I think we made decisions that there are certain substances that do have a significant enough impact on us to impact our behavior in negative ways.
You know why it won't work? Because, simple example, sea monkeys, for example. They're not against the law. But I've taken those and I've given them to people as drugs. And it's messed them up.
They eat them? What do they do with them?
They snorted them.
They eat them?
They snorted the sea monkeys.
Wait a minute. Do the animal rights people know about this?
Well, they weren't alive.
Oh,
it's a little dust, and you put it in the water, and they grow.
They grow.
I said, look, it's going to grow inside your brain. You're going to experience new things. And they said, sure. It's not illegal, but I think it's wrong. I should be punished for it.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back to this in just a second.
Planning to be in the Los Angeles area and would like free tickets to Politically Incorrect, call 323-575-4321.
All right, the other big news story that was front page news, certainly out here, because Pete Wilson, our governor, signed it into law today. They are calling it the Stockerazzi Law, and it has been, I know you're probably for it.
I'm very happy about that.
Right. Well, let me just quote it. It's to curb celebrities from being chased, photographers from chasing celebrities, from, quote, if they're engaging in a personal or family activity in circumstances where they have a reasonable expectation of privacy. That's what the law says. You can no longer get into their private life. And what do you think?
Through the use of high technology, the lens. Is that what you're talking about?
That's a lot of it, yes.
Yeah.
You can't have Brad Pitt's penis anymore.
Listen, excuse me, don't repeat that. I think if you're standing on legal ground, that you should be able to use any legitimate technology to look a distance. I do.
No. If somebody